So for today's video, we're going to peel back the curtain and see and understand what it takes to be in a partnership. Are your needs being met in your relationship? And if they're not, what can you do to make yourself better for your partner? There are 6 fundamental things that I feel are at the core of having a great partnership. Once we can step outside of those initial phases of looking through your phone and reading in between the lines of the text messages that he or she sent, once we can get through those phases of the honeymoon stage, these are the things that I feel are at the core of a relationship or a partnership. What I mean by partnership, I don't necessarily mean life partner, soulmate, but I do believe that 2 people can make things work. And I think personality, mindset, and the way someone behaves, how the individual treats you, their action, of course, is what makes the dynamic of the relationship more or less powerful. These 6 aspects to being in a partnership is: the first, is your partner emotionally supporting you? When you have low times in your life, when you get a promotion, when you get a raise at work, if you're having a really, really bad day and you just need to vent, is your partner emotionally aware? Can he really listen to you? Can she really feel how you're feeling? Do you feel like your needs are being met emotionally? Meaning, if you're sad one day, do you have a difficult time opening up to your partner? If you say yes, then your partner is not available to you emotionally. There's this invisible wall that's creating a lack of support, mostly emotional support. The second most fundamental characteristic needed in a partnership is the ability to balance. The ability to balance duties, roles, support. I don't necessarily mean tangible things. I mean things from the soul, things from the spirit, things from within you. If there is a balance and a respectable nature between you two, this is going to set a solid foundation for love and for the ability to develop your relationship even further. When we feel like there is fairness between each other, instead of gender roles defining who we are, instead of he brings home the money, I cook and clean. Of course, some may carry these traditional roles, but if we are within the up-and-coming generations, we seem to be more in a melting pot of men and women coming together as both forms. Men are possessing more feminine qualities. Women are possessing more male qualities. Having the balance between the two are essential in creating a harmonious relationship, in creating a relationship that is going to flourish. The third most fundamental is communication and expression. If you feel comfortable expressing how your day went, if you feel comfortable speaking your mind, and you can communicate your needs effectively, and your partner listens and is aware, if you feel at peace being who you are and communicating the way you do, you know that you have a really, really good partner. You have a partner that admires what you say. You have a partner that is patient with you. You have a partner that is willing to explore the different avenues of your thinking, of how you view the world. And not only is this useful in day-to-day activity with your partner, but it's useful when you have a conflict. Being able to express yourself and communicate is putting you in a vulnerable position. And having a partner that is there communicating with you and is expressing his side and his viewpoints and understanding where you're coming from. It's a partnership. You have someone that is respecting you and is listening to what you want. And likewise, we have to do this for our partners. The fourth most fundamental characteristic of being in a partnership is genuine. Is your partner genuine with you? Is he genuine? Does he really, really mean what he says? Does he move about the relationship as if there's this desire to be involved? Does it come from a necessity? When we actually partake in activities that we really care about, that interest us, and our partner wants to come along, there is a genuine support there. The fifth is being able to empathize. When we are having a crummy day and you know your partner has had a crummy day and you can't hear anymore and you don't want to hear anymore, but you say, honey, I really need to talk. Can I get this off my chest? You both emotionally support each other. The first characteristic of being in a partnership. But you also can relate. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we both have to be going through the same thing at the same time, or be going through it at all. Empathy is essential in a relationship. If we see our feelings as being superior and away from what our partner is experiencing, there's no form of empathy. It turns into pity or sympathy. Pity, most likely, if it's superior. And this is where we have this disconnect, this shift in our relationship where when we are not feeling supported in that way or understood and our partner cannot empathize, we feel this little twist in our bodies, like we can't trust, like we can't open up as much. And empathy is needed in all aspects of being in a relationship or in a friendship or any lifelong partner, right? The ability to put ourselves in other people's shoes and really relate and understand and get into how they're feeling. Most partners don't want to do this. Most people do not want to sacrifice their own feelings for a minute, for an hour out of their day, for 20 minutes out of their day to feel how you're feeling, because they don't want to get depressed. They don't want to get sad. They don't want all these negative attributes to the relationship. But how about the positive? Are they excited for you? Do they really want to listen to your excited moments? This is where empathy and how your partner can relate to you is crucial. The last but not least, once you have the 5 solid foundations down and established in your relationship, you can now live in a world both together and separately. And the 6th most fundamental is the willingness to grow. When you have a partner that not only compliments you, but encourages you and pushes you and motivates you and wants you to grow. On the contrary, if you have a partner that isn't supportive, and if you get a job promotion, you get good news in your day, and you feel something isn't right in your partner's response, and over and over and over again, you get the same response of, I don't know if I like what he's saying. I don't know if I like what she's saying. I'm kind of iffy about that response. You give them the benefit of the doubt and the benefit of the doubt. He's such a great person. She knows what I want. But we are ever evolving, and we need to grow. The irony of being in a relationship is we find this one person that we want to share our lives with, but we get complacent and we no longer challenge each other. This was the beauty of what brought us two together in the first place, right? Being able to talk about everything imaginable, being able to see a partner in a different light, being able to see our partner motivated and loving life and living and being so vibrant. And then all of a sudden we get comfortable. And I found that getting comfortable for too long leads to stagnation, doesn't lead to any growth, and leads to a really, really strange dynamic of a relationship. Because if you do strive to grow, and you want to grow, you need a partner that's going to complement you. If you're happy at the place that you're in, and you hit this wall of, I am completely blissful, I do not want to change anymore, I do not want to grow, my hat is off to you. You found a magical place. But for me, I'm always wanting to grow, I'm always wanting to learn, and if I can find a partner like that that's going to encourage it, not only stand next to me, that's a beautiful way of growing within that dynamics of a partnership. But to step it up a notch and to have someone that's going to motivate you and push you, why not? So, the most fundamental things that I feel are at the core of a partnership. And again, this isn't a fling relationship. This isn't dating. This is the potential of growing with someone. This is the partner that you want to experience certain aspects of your life with, if not all of them. You need emotional support. You need balance between the dynamics of you two. You need the ability to express and communicate with an open heart, putting yourself in a vulnerable position, and the willingness to do that between you two. Being able to have a genuine care for each other and a genuine connection makes all the difference. We know the relationships that are surface level, that are so external and outward, that these individuals know nothing about themselves, yet they grab onto others as a means of finding themselves. The second to last is empathy. Being able to really sit in our partner's feelings when they are feeling happy or are going through a tough time, and taking that 20 minutes out of your day to just listen. The last but not least is, of course, the ability to grow separately but together, experiencing things outside of yourself but also within the relationship. Because what's the beauty of being in a long-term relationship? You have commitment, you have trust, you have passionate sex, you have intimacy, you have a solid foundation. Yet, when we explore things outside of our relationship, it's an attractive quality. We want to get to know our partners more. They intrigue us more. It's like, what are you doing? I want to know. Tell me about it. When we can continue to evolve individually, it's going to attract our partners more. It shows that we have a passion for ourselves and what we want out of our lives. And it shows that we have a passion for what's outside of ourselves that's given to us in this world through our hobbies, through our loves, through our talents. So, although these characteristics of being in a partnership may not apply to everyone, I feel they're fundamental, at least for me. So, what characteristics are fundamental for you in your relationship? Of course, all of this embodies love. Everything here is about love and nurturance and going above our own egos and our own emotions to satisfy our partner, but not losing yourself, not taking a piece of yourself and sacrificing it and giving it to the other partner. It's the willingness and the service of doing that. So, what are your expectations within a relationship? What's actually worked for you and what's not worked for you in your history? That'll be the video for today. I always appreciate your comments and feedback. So thanks so much for your time, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.